So I got this download last night about this journey, and I'm still, I guess, taking it in. But okay, down here is what the download said. Um, Twin flames, like two sides, like the two sides on the same coin, always united at this line, right there in the middle. Um, and they're just being themselves. And they actually, most of the time, experience two different things. I'm sitting in my kitchen right now, so Thomas Jefferson here is actually looking at my kitchen sink, and Lady Liberty is looking at my wall. Just a moment. Sorry, my kids just got into this Ridley Jones. Back to the download. And so while Lady Liberty is actually looking at my kitchen wall, and Thomas Jefferson here is looking at my kitchen sink, and they're living their lives. They're still together, doing what they have to do. And because oftentimes as twins, this can look like a literal separation because you're two different people. Once we realize the splitting of the soul actually occurred, and you get to actually see you. Okay, so I'm Lady Liberty. My twin over here, that's Jefferson, Mr. Jefferson. Hey, Mr. Jefferson. When you meet your twin, we get hung up. Like, whoa, there's a whole nother side of me. Oh my gosh. And I'm over here looking at this wall. And Thomas Jefferson is over there looking at the sink. And oh my gosh, we're not together. I'm so glad I picked this up, this dollar, because the coin literally mentions union on it. And thus is the whole point. Always together. You make a complete picture. It's the picture of the coin, the double-sided. People make their choices every day. Something like flipping a coin. Everyone doesn't flip a coin for every choice they make, but you have your options, and so each twin has the option to view their life as only what they see on that side, or also choosing to feel the union and the knowing of that other side, what that other side is like, because every twin understands their twin in a way that they don't understand the rest of the world. But when you're with your twin, you just get it. You understand, even though you may not even know that person at all. Like, and so you can make that choice to only see what your side sees, or you can see the two actually go hand in hand. This wouldn't be $1 if it didn't have both sides that they printed on it. And the merchant's line, what is printed there as they held to hold this coin together. Like, you can't erase one part of yourself and still be yourself. You're always whole. And the point of this journey is to realize how I was about to make up a word. Myself is like unionated. That's not a word, Cherie. I don't think. We're gonna hit up the dictionary. But you can choose, and although some of us struggle with, and I've had my days, very much so. Some of us struggle with being frustrated by the finding of union. I'm sorry, this is a poem up here, and this is a cute little leaf. My son found the cutest little leaf yesterday, and so I'm a teacher, and most of you guys might not have done this leaf thing project since like elementary school, but I'm a toddler teacher. And so I love this one. It's one of my favorite things. And he found this really, really adorable leaf, and we traced it on the paper, and then I ended up writing this poem. But anyways, but like a leaf too, because both sides of a leaf, equally as beautiful, but they look completely different. They function in their own ways. I have not actually looked up what it is that the top side of the leaf does, but just when you touch a leaf, hopefully you understand that their front sides and their bottom side, or the top and the bottom sides, have two different purposes, because those textures are able to handle different abilities, and that's exactly what this journey is about, and learning the mergence between the two, because it's still a leaf, it's still $1. It's what makes $1. It's what makes it a leaf. And you're whole all along. Before, you might be like trying to find your way, trying to figure out what everything is all about. And that's, for me, it was about the time where I found out there's a whole nother portion to my own cup. And then months later, learning, understanding the mergence, the union that has been all along, because I could feel my twin when I was just feeling like Lady Liberty over here. My twin could feel me when he was just posted as Mr. Jefferson. Now, and I will note that at current we're only in 5D union, but I mean the way spirit rose us past each other. Like one day we'll be home together. I mean, that's how I feel. He might be having a day where he's kind of fighting it a little. I'm not sure. I wouldn't say that I like surprises, but I don't really want to use any of my ability to know exactly. I want to live it, and so I try not to get too hyped up on too many readings, or like I just really, really, really try to check and see what's going on for me, but also because this is a journey of balancing the masculine and feminine energies within ourselves. If I do check a masculine update, I'm generally checking to see if there's something within my own masculine energy that I could be using more or less of, and likewise with my feminine energy, I'm just trying to see if there's something that I could do more or less of. And I am able to do energy checks of my own, because this whole video is based off of a download, so it's not like I can't. But other light workers, other twins, we're here to assist each other, and so I try to support them, but also allow areas of guidance to flow to me, because I don't know everything and I don't want to know everything. We're here to unite. Like, another set of twins might be this quarter. Another set of twins might be this ring. And even so, like, duality is what this journey is all about. And so whether you're the outside of this ring or the inside of the band, you and your twin are one whole unit. And whether you and your twin are meant to accomplish, this is a quarter. Y'all got y'all duties over here. It's a quarter. You're still united, whether you're seeing things from tail side or head side. This is y'all's journey, that y'all are always constantly traveling together, and you're never separate. There's those union lines. And look, it's not just one union line. On a quarter, there's so many different lines that's just like, look, you're leading to each other. All those ridges, you're leading to each other. And and you see some of the ridges they've got bumps and scrapes, and you've been through what you've been through, but you've been through that whole thing together the whole time. Where's your twin? Right there. There's your twin. You see? One day in my frustration, and I hope he doesn't get mad at me for I don't know where his trigger point is with me sharing with the world. And in general, I think that he's honored that I'm willing and able. Anywho, let me not try to stretch my mind too far on that. I'll let him tell y'all one day if he ever feels he's ready. Um, but so one day, my twin he comes to visit, but doesn't always come in ever anymore. And so I was getting frustrated. I was at a high trigger point at this time, and spirit chops me up on my twin. So if I get out of line, spirit will be like, wait a minute now, let me tell you about what you just said. So I was getting frustrated, and I'm messaging him as he's sitting right outside my house, and I'm like, I can't. You're here, and I know you're here because I'm having a bad day, and I wish you would just come in. I'm renting. He lets me rent, whatever. He's like, feel what you feel, and you just be here. And anyway, so I'm ranting in a text message, and I'm like, you right here, but your back is turned to me because it's in his car facing away from my door, but he can see me. But anywho, and spirit, after I sent that message, was like, whoa now. He's sitting there peacefully at Mr. Jefferson, and you over here on the other side, but you're right behind him. But this is the analogy. You're right behind him. And I feel like that might be actually a thing that most feminines are doing. I don't really believe that just because I have more definitions than my twin that I'm the one that knows more. It's extremely wise. And so where he's able to already still himself, I'm the one that's actually like busy on the go. It looks opposite to like people because I'm usually in my house and he's usually in the street, but there's a stillness to him that I'm still working to acquire. And so spirit had to stop me and say, look, he's actually the lead. If you will settle down, you will see that you're actually just right behind him, and y'all are facing the same direction, doing the same thing on the same journey, trying to figure this out and just chill. And so I messaged him an apology. I was like, yo, spirit just cut me up. My bad. So I feel like for some of us divine feminines, we're actually because we've been within our masculine energy, that's what we've taught. That's why we need the balance. We have to learn to let our masculine actually lead us. I did a podcast speaking on emotional strength, and when you know the definition of emotional strength, you know that it's actually stopping to feel and work through those emotions. And our masculines look like they just running. But when you look closer, they're just taking that time that they need to figure things out, to learn how to hear God. Yeah, you might have already, ooh, look, I'm over here. Sorry, Lady Liberty ain't on that one. That one's a tree. But this one's a tree, so that works too. I'm over here growing and flourishing, and you just standing here. It needs to be quiet. And we have to learn how to do that too. Like, I'm over here repping for the world. I'm Lady Liberty. We got... Okay. Shh. Think about it. Take time. Hey, Oma. Sorry, that's my grandmother's sentence that she used to just tell all of us is take time. Take time on you, on spirit, on your loved ones, on your hobbies, on just any, like, take your time with it. And it's funny because she could get a lot done, but if you watch her, she's really in this steady pace, and I miss her so. But she here, just like that, a little pop through. This is her ring as well, and she actually gave me a couple of other things through our time together, and they all have butterflies on them. And so now I understand my entire prep for my transformation. Like, I've had so many signs and synchronicities that led up to this point of actually knowing what I'm supposed to be doing, and the people that I'm connected to build, and the people that I'm connected to learn, because sometimes those aren't the same people. And for me, I had to break myself away from people who were my comfort for a lot of time, but that was when I was in a lot of fear, and working through a lot of pain, and it was really hard to let people go because of need. And last year started me understanding my journey and why my abilities are what they are. Once I met my twin, I was actually at a point where I was not interested, okay? He was like this superhero, and I was like, what do you want? Alright, so I'm gonna wrap this up, and if you can hear my child blowing on his hand, then excuse daily household stuff. Anyways, so twin flames, two sides, same coin, always together. And it's just accepting yourself as a whole. Not, that side's over here doing something different. Oh my gosh, what are they doing? I'm freaking out. It's just accepting that you are an entire coin here for the purpose of that you were created for. And so do what you do. Know that you're not separate at all. That equally, looking at the sink or looking at the wall, you're doing what you need to do. Even though I don't have anything to spend this on right now. Like, sometimes in waiting periods, we're like, oh, what am I supposed to do now? And there's nothing to do. Like, this has to wait until it's time to be used. And in that waiting, that's our time for spirit. So we can hear those downloads. And that's the time to just be over here like Mr. Jefferson. It looked like he's just chilling, happy. Oh, he's a dollar. He's pumped. And she over here like, I got the light up for you. My arm is tired. Huh? She got a little. Does she really look like super duper satisfied? Like you could be satisfied. You're both the dollar. You're both full of the same purpose. Fulfilling it in every moment. Every moment that this coin is within this united circle that is created in. Every moment since its printing, it has been this dollar here to be this dollar used as a dollar. It's supposed to be used. And so you don't have to be afraid of what your other side is doing. Like, you guys can only be doing what you're here to do. Every moment, you're where you need to be, and you're already whole. All right, guys.